Welcome back to Ozarks Fox AM. It is time for some Show Me Beef at Price Cutter with Travis Burks. Well, you've got a lot of stuff here, not just Show Me Beef. It's a lot of great stuff. Perfect for winter because it's hearty and it makes me happy.
Very true. Very true. And, you know, with Price Cutter being a local company since 1967, so we're looking at over 55 years of just serving the area. We want to be able to continue to contribute other people being local too and trying to push their products. So that's what we're going to show today.
Okay.
Some of the stuff that we switched over, all of our beef line now is all locally sourced. So it's been raised here, processed here, and sold here, and ate here. So everything stays here close.
Yes.
This week within the ad, we have top sirloins, which are really good. Throw it on the grill or cut them up for stew meat.
Hey, Trav, can you do that in an air fryer?
You can.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I was joking. But
No, you really can do you can do anything in the air fryer.
look what we're learning.
I'm telling you, but you got to plug it in.
But you got
Okay? You just got to plug it in.
lesson learned.
You can plug it in, but just make sure the plug's plugged in the wall too.
Yeah.
There you go.
Also, with the weather being chiller, arm roast this week.
Oh, I
Something
love
else.
roast.
Pop that in the crock pot and potatoes, carrots, and all that. Let
I
it
feel
simmer all
safe
day.
with the crock pot.
Yeah,
I'm good with that.
Yeah.
Of course, we showed these before. The U.S. It's a Prairie Fresh prime pork, sourced in Missouri, out of St. Joe, Missouri. So it's just a very small line of pork that's actually primed. So it's raised with the internal fats like a prime piece of beef would be.
Yeah, it looks good.
So really good. We carry a pork butt and boneless loins on that. We'll move on down a little further with burgers. They're out of California, Missouri. They're local sourced. They make their own beans. So we've already got these smoked items here. The beans you just throw them in the microwave.
Yeah, that's easy.
Same way they produce their own bacon as well.
Oh, I love bacon so much.
Different sticks. So there's jalapeno cheese, there's regular, there's beef. The same way with the summer sausages, which are the ones on the end there.
Right.
That's my go-to snack. I love
sausage,
some sausage
and cheese.
and like the beef jerky and the sausage sticks. I love
Yes,
them.
it's perfect.
So
and it's
good.
good for football games. You know, you buy that, cut it up, and you can create a little charcuterie tray with some
That's
of that.
what I was thinking.
Then next to that as well is Frick's. They're also a locally Missouri sourced company. They carry anything from, we never really showed the lunch meat items before, so
No.
bologna, bronze swagger, some of the ring bologna, the hams.
Oh, that looks
That
good.
looks
Yeah,
amazing.
that looks good.
You know, a lot of people are familiar with the hams come around of the year. They usually buy the ham for the holidays, but they also produce a lot more other than just the ham line itself.
That
So,
bologna looks fancy.
It is fancy.
It's fancier
It's the
than
red.
what I'm used to seeing. It is. It looks
It's
good.
Chiefs Red.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
There you go. I love it.
And then a little further down there, so Circle B Ranch, they're located out of Rogersville, Missouri. They also produce and source all their pork locally, and they produce everything themselves. So they have a full line of sausage links, breakfast links, ground sausage for breakfast.
Yeah.
There's chorizo. The meatballs there in the front are really good. They are an all-natural product. No
very good.
nitrates. It's all-natural product, which is
That's important.
healthy. Yeah, it's clean
very
eating.
good.
And then they also have a line of sauces. So there's some marinara sauce there.
Oh,
but
wow.
They also carry barbecue sauces, Bloody Mary mixes. They carry a lot of different things that we have in the store.
You have all that in your
I want to
store.
try it. Oh, yeah. So I need to look for
What is
which.
this one? Is this a
This is tomato
B.
sauce. Circle B. So they make a Bloody Mary.
Yes.
Okay,
Bloody
I gotta
Mary
look at that.
Man, that would have been good in the stew I'm serving. It's not really stew. It's ham and bean soup, but that might have been
certainly
good.
could give that a try. I bet
Yeah.
it'd be good.
This looks amazing. Is this in the spaghetti sauce aisle
Yes.
at Price Cutter?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna
Yeah.
look for this one then.
Just look for the local sections. And then beside that there, we talked about him before, but JBs Gourmet Spices.
Yeah.
Great product.
We love him.
Yeah,
Good
we
stuff.
do.
Such a large line.
Absolutely good.
A local product. He lives in Missouri, or in Ozarks, Missouri.
And Josh
He's
has been
also
in
a
our
veteran.
show.
Yeah,
many
he has.
times.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's also a veteran, and so he not only does he work a full-time job, but he also does this at the same time. So he puts a lot of work.
This one on the top. This is
Red
Red
Dirt
Dirt
Road.
Road.
Red
Red
Dirt
Dirt Road.
Road.
Favorite.
We got it.
It's really
Yes.
good. And then whenever you do shop and you see these here, those are the shaker lids. So those are interchangeable. So
Oh.
if you buy one, you could just put that lid on there and then shake it out without having to.
That is
I didn't know what that
genius.
was. I wondered what that was. Red Dirt Road is one of our favorites now.
You know what? I recognized it. I saw it and I recognized it because I know a lot of these look like the top of the ruby spices that we have.
Oh,
and I was
right,
like,
right.
Yeah, very similar. So
Okay.
those are really good. And then so what we did was this morning got up and took a show me tri-tip. We put Red Dirt Road on there, and so
How about
got to keep
that?
it going. Now, one thing I do want to point out, and I'll cut this up here while we're on here.
Okay.
When you do a tri-tip at home, there's a specific way to cut a tri-tip. So if you were to go from end to end, you're probably going to get a tougher piece than you would if you follow the grains. So the grains on these run across until you get to about the middle, and then they run down.
How do you know that, though?
Yeah.
So before you do it, before you sauce them or anything, I always look at the grain and I make a slit. So when you cook it, you can tell. But once you get them trimmed up, you'll be able to tell that the grains are running a specific way.
Okay. So that's kind of a marker for you.
Right, and that is the mistake sometimes when people buy a TriTip and they think, well, it was really tough.
Yeah.
So what
Sometimes
you're
it's
saying
hard
is, depending on how you cut this, even at this point, it would make it tougher or less
Yes.
tough? That is
Yeah,
incredible.
because what you're doing is shrinking the strands. So the smaller the strands, the more tender it's going to be.
Here you go. I'm gonna give you
So
some ready to go.
We're going to take this. I'm going to cut you off a piece here.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, wow. Man, look
That
at it. So
looks
juicy.
Amazing.
So as easy as this was, seasoned it up with the Red Dirt Road, stuck it in the oven.
Oh,
Or
my gosh, that
at
looks so good.
350 for an hour and a half.
Do you just want to split that, Jared?
Yeah, of course.
That's what
Bite
I
of
forgot.
that?
Just cut.
Okay, we're going to have to eat quickly. We're running out of time, Trav.
Oh,
There you go.
Okay.
Okay.
Get it.
okay.
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 There we go.
You're going to have to talk. One of us is going to have to
Oh.
talk.
Everything you need. Show me beef, local
Everything.
company, everything local, because local matters with Price Cutter. We'll be back.
Some locals really good.
I'm sorry,
Okay.
guys.
We'll be back, guys, right after this. Don't go away.
I'm sorry, I was eating. I'm so sorry.
All right.
It's so good.
Yum.